Okay guys, this is my third take of this Supermom video. So I wanted to first come on and thank all of you that have been diligently voting for me every single day. I am so grateful. I saw this Supermom contest posted on my timeline and I scrolled past it, but then something brought me back to it, which I know it had to be God, because a few days later after I signed up, he gave me a dream about a youth ministry that he wants me to start. And lo and behold, he has sent people to me. So I now have a few mentees underneath me, and the youth are going through so many things right now, and it makes sense that I am a part of this contest so that way I could raise money to advance the kingdom of God, right? So for those of you that don't know me, I am a woman after God's own heart. I am in Dallas, Texas. I'm born and raised in Connecticut and resided in New York for my adult years, my adult life. So I have 3 children. I'm a single mom of 3 children. And when I say single, it doesn't mean that I'm the only sole provider. No, their dads are very, very relevant and helpful, and I'm grateful for that. I have a history in childcare and, mentoring and taking care of youth. So it only makes sense that God would gift me this ministry this year. And I feel honored. A lot of these children, youth that I'm mentoring, they're going through some really deep things, like dealing with bulimia and identity issues and bullying in school. And some just have a hunger and thirst for God, and they just don't know where to go and how to read the Bible and things like that. So I'm going to take them under my wing. Another reason why the money that this contest gives is so important to me is because many of you know, and you've seen my son, he's 6'7". He's an avid basketball player, and I am his momager. I am on the road with him, with my girls. We go to his games. I record his games. I am #1 cheerleader, and we drive a sedan, to the local games, to the games out of state. And he's like, Mom, my legs are kind of killing me, and I don't want to add to those growing pains, those aches and pains. So it would be desirable to get a vehicle that's a lot bigger, where he can just stretch out a little bit more and just focus on maintaining his body for the games. God plans on using him in this sport, so I'm nothing but obedient. So I feel like this would really help. Also, I'm taking one of my mentees to church on Sunday. She's been looking for a church. She's been looking for a mentor and a guide, like someone that can guide her along the path that God has for her. So having the extra room would also help in that sense. It would definitely help serve my ministry, whether it's feeding the homeless, picking up my mentees, taking them on outings and things like that. The Supermom, name is a big one. And I don't want to take away from any of the other Supermoms. I've read their profiles, and a lot of women deserve that. With Mother's Day around the corner, it's important to recognize the sacrifices that we make for our children, our husbands, and the people that we love and care about, right? And I never take this title lightly. The day I became a mother was the day that, they say to whom much is given, much is required. And I've definitely sacrificed a lot in my life, and I would not give that up for anything. So this contest is very important to me because everyone's always called me a Supermom or a soccer mom and things like that. I have a heart for youth. I have a heart for ministry. And my household is my first ministry, and I take it so seriously. So just being able to win this to show my kids that with God, anything's possible. And if you just have enough faith and you believe and trust in Him, that He will provide all of your needs. He'll give you a plan. He'll give you a business plan. He'll give you something to do, but He will back it up. If it's truly from God, He will back it up with the funds, with the support, with everything that's needed. So that is what I'm standing on, and that's what's important to me. So I want to thank again all of you that have shared it with people, whether you know me or not. If you know me, you know me, okay? Everyone's always like, you don't have any time, you're always with your kids, or you're always doing ministry stuff. And that's what I'm here for. I live to fulfill my purpose. And I just want to congratulate all of the other moms in the contest. I know I'm 4th in my group. I don't know how many groups there are. That's why I need you guys to go vote. Share this and go vote, please. Please, please, please. And if you know me, or if you're listening to me now, the free vote that you're sowing is on fertile ground. Like, I'm definitely producing fruit for the kingdom. And it's bigger than me. It's not about me. There's no selfish gain. There's no selfish ambition to this. It's just God providing my needs in the areas that he's called me to steward over, right? I'm shepherding the youth, and it just makes so much sense. But I'm currently in the car line picking up my daughter, recording this because I just wanted to say thank you. I haven't been on a lot, but also just to remind you guys that it's Holy Week, and to take it seriously. Like, Jesus sacrificed so much for us, and not just take this as a time to just recognize how much he sacrificed for us and how much others in your life have sacrificed for you, and just give thanks and give God all the glory for placing divine helpers and the number one divine person, the most perfect person in the world that gave up more than probably anyone has given up, Jesus Christ. You know, this week is just a remarkable week to just recognize that and just fully thank God for that. Sorry guys, you know, I'm kind of driving with this on. But thanks again. Please share. Today's the last day for the first cut. I don't know what the second round of cuts will look like, if you guys will have to vote again, but I would appreciate it. My kids would appreciate it. My mentees would appreciate it. My youth ministry as a whole would appreciate it. It's an honor to even be considered. So I want to thank you guys again. Go out and vote today, and let's see what happens. Talk to you guys soon. I'll give you guys an update later.